Alright friends, and as promised, welcome back to Chimera Squad. We've jumped ahead to the next Progeny mission. This is now 6 days since the last episode. I've done a couple of missions. We've earned some money, which now means that we can actually buy more dragon rounds. The dragon rounds are so important because it stops these psychic bastards from psyching it up. The Progeny have a safe place to test their newest psionic toys due to a sympathizer with deep pockets. Find out what they're doing behind closed doors. Thrall initiation. Progeny thralls have increased HP. Sorcerers or acolytes are present, so just a lot of psychic shit to put up with. 1, 2, 3 dragon rounds, and there's actually venom rounds on Cherub. And you also notice that there is incendiary grenade on Godmother. This is a very difficult. I wonder if I shouldn't bring the healer along. So maybe I wonder if I should take a second med pack with. Probably. Cool. Operation Raptor Curse. Infiltrate the Progeny Stronghold. 3 encounters. A door, wall. So Claymore will use his wall breach. Security door, we've got that there. And a regular wall. Claymore, Patchwork, Godmother, Cherub. Must remember the reflex grip is on Godmother. Let's roll.
Now we know the owner of this recycling center is sympathetic to the Progeny. Now we didn't know how sympathetic until tonight. They're testing prototype psionic tech inside.
Pretty sympathetic. Like, how are you supposed to breach through a freaking fence? Lashing it through does +3 damage. I think actually let's all just go through the main door then. Actually no, wait, fewer aggressive enemies. But I mean, okay, we can do Patchwork. Can she scan from that position? Can. No, she can't. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Godmother and Cherub. Cherub will absorb all their aggressive shots. Here we'll have, but Patchwork has to go here. I don't want to scan. We all just go through here then. I mean, fine. Okay, I'm kind of making a pig's ear of this. Let's go Patchwork, scan. Claymore, last unit through does +3 damage. But then do I want it to be Cherub because is he not going to be using his come at me ability? Claymore can one-shot some nerd with a big shotgun blast.
Breach! Breach! Breach!
I think I want to check was from the other entrance you could see 6 enemies, from here you can only see 4. One thing I wondered about, and has now been answered in the affirmative, is whether if there are 8 in total, but the one breach point only says 6 red ones, or 4 red ones like in this case. It doesn't mean that you would see all 8, 4 of which would be aggro. It means you only see 4. A long convoluted way of trying to say what I want to say. Now, if that is enough to kill the Acolyte, which it is, Cherub now actually doesn't even need to use his come at me ability. I'm totally fine with that. So the burning will do how much? I could poison that thrall. But I need to actually finish these nerds off, because if I don't, then they still get their shots off, even though they're burning. But I mean, this is a like 9 to 11. I can't not take that shot. Of course it misses. At least that missed too. Would have been great to see Claymore just one-shot that thrall. Okay, locate the prototype site, clear the shipping yard. What do we have here? Acolyte will burn to death, and then a thrall. Then it's Patchwork, another thrall. 2 resonance. So she can actually shoot twice from here. Like, that's 8 in the turn order, so it's not very high, but I think... Let's take a shot and just wound him. I mean, these resonance are worth being afraid of. They amp the side damage of all the other units. All the other side units. Where's that thrall? And what's he gonna do? It's my only one fire grenade. I don't think I use it now. Can I move up and punch to a better position? Negative. Honestly, I think we just Overwatch. I don't think they're going to move though. That's probably going to end up not being worth it. He does move. Interesting. Okay, that worked out nicely. I would have imagined he would have just stayed put. Taken a shot. Interesting. Can I get a chaining jolt? Hits multiple nerds. Negative. It's quite tricky actually. I don't have good vision here. That thrall is just going to shoot at Claymore, who's got 2 points. He's probably going to shoot those barrels and injure these two. Ugh, and I'm actually going to have to move if I want to stasis that thrall. A disorient would have been nice, but no. I just cannot allow him to shoot those explosive barrels. I've got to move Cherub. So Cherub desperately needs a plus mobility skill of some sort. He's comparatively quite slow. Look at how little he moves. Like I can go shoot there, but then that dude just gets a flank on him. What's he shooting with? Looks like an SMG, not too scary. Why did he choose to hunker? That's interesting. Okay, now that resonant should be explodable. Oh, I'm gonna have to move though. Which I actually can't do. Don't stand next to those explosive barrels.
Moving. Check your fire.
Now using grenades is going to end the turn, so we plasma first. And then maybe a direct shot if the cover gets removed. Which it does, and we need 5 more hit points. Sticky grenade does how much? I wish I would tell you how much damage it does. I've got to pay attention to that. Because it's tempting to sticky grenade him so he hits that dude there, but no, let's just take the shot.
Drop the target.
Good.
Get wrecked.
Low ammo.
You're okay, Godmother, don't worry about it. Do we just keep moving forward and overwatching this thrall? This is the problem when you stasis him when he immediately gets to go then.
Knocking down hostiles.
The cherub should be able to punch that dude, but it's not going to kill him. 4 damage. If he moves, he gets overwatched. Let's move up. He's got high cover advantage to this half cover, so I imagine he'll just stay put and shoot. course,
cannot
Claymore
keep
was
me
flanked.
Stay down until you're good.
I think I'm actually better off shooting him with a pistol because we've got venom rounds.
I'm going.
So that's going to lower his aim and mobility, I think.
Batten down. What hit
Now
me?
we did not think that he would be able to move that far and do that much damage.
Arrested the
Well,
target.
we'll throw a medipatch on the next breach. He'll up 2 hit points. Get down on the ground!
Failed to
Hands,
subdue.
hands where I can see them! What am I talking? Arnie would never take people alive.
Arrested another target.
Job.
You kicked the psionic hornet's nest. They weren't expecting company.
They never are.
I dig Godmother, she's a badass. Hard to hit. Enemies deals 1 less damage during the breach. 6 aggressive enemies. The cherub first. Patchwork with a scan. Claymore. Godmother with a medipatch.
Stay behind me.
Two hit points on him and 3 there. How many aggressives? An acolyte and an acolyte. What else is aggressive? A rezo, an acolyte, and another rezo. I think this is the time to use phalanx. And then the other guys can work on the alert acolytes and resonance. Shot. The more of them we can set fire to and wound, the better. We only get 1 alpha strike. I don't think I need it here. There's only 6 enemies present here. I'm going to save the alpha strike for the 3rd breach. So, Cherub should be charged up now. 2 charges. That's explodable. Let's hope that civvy moves and I can blow that up. Oh. This is going to be worth bringing Claymore to the front of the order. Okay, so clear the package room, stop the hostage taker. That's the hostage. That's the hostage taker. Okay, we're going to have to use team up here, I think. So we've got so many enemies grouped up, just begging to be grenaded. I've got 2 charges, so I can punch that dude. Don't do that, don't hit. Ooh, that will make the canisters explode. Don't do that. Oh, is that... Oh, only hitting 1 enemy. Sometimes Cherub just isn't that great. Like, I can't really even shoot safely. Who is going to get shot at? Probably Claymore. That'll drop acid, and that'll drop acid, but kill the civilian, which we obviously don't want. Does kinetic shield end the turn? It does not. So let's kinetic turn, kinetic field. Godmother, and blow up the 1 canister. Only 1 damage.
Buttoned up.
Not great. Oh, hang on. Fire, tempting. But he's going to burn to death anyway. We know that one kills the civvy. Number 2, Acolyte. How do I kill 2 and 3? I think I'll just focus on blowing up my own cover. Lol. 11 is the hostage taker, so maybe we just let this acolyte do what he wants to. And I focus on killing these two. Also, that way I don't have to compromise my own cover.
Shrapnel, out.
Able to detonate. Say the word.
Plasma, the sorcerer,
Plasma out.
which should apply shrapnel and plasma damage to the sorcerer. 8. And then we sticky grenade the number 3 to make sure he dies, and hopefully he'll hug the sorcerer and finish off the sorcerer.
Multiple
Good
targets dropped.
So the acolyte does get to go though.
As she
Oh
directs.
sweet, but by, that's nice. By killing the hostage taker, the hostage runs away.
Go. You're safe. Go.
Suplex is fine. Takes Claymore out of cover, which sucks, but I can kill the acolyte. Still, look at this. There's a lot of nerds going to get to go. 2, 3, at least 4 is acided. 5 is going to burn. This seems like the right time to use capacitor discharge. I can hit 3 enemies like that. Chaining jolt ends the turn.
Calling the lightning. Dropped my target.
No, it's like capacitor discharge sets off explosives in the area as well. It even blows up vehicles. So if you have enemies clustered around a vehicle, capacitor discharge is amazing. Ow. Burnt. Just stood. That was clever. Okay, Godmother will have multiple shots.
Hostile down.
Great hit.
One less target.
I can, oopsie, forward. He didn't even have the mobility to be able to punch this guy. And
So
dodged.
close.
Damn it. Oof, that's gonna hurt.
Fear not. I am still up. Ouch. You okay?
That is until this fucker. Oof, God. See, I need to. Damn it. Who's got the 2 med packs? Pretty sure it's Patchwork and Godmother. I mean, this acolyte's gonna go next, so. Oof. Could just soul fire to kill Claymore. Really bad. Well, just gotta hope it hits then, I suppose. Or I could move up and shoot. 6 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 66% chance to kill. If I go for the point blank, then at least with the crit chance, it's a higher chance of killing him.
Drop to
Max
hostile.
damage. Beautiful. Still, that's not brilliant. He is very wounded. 2 more hit points with the medipatch, and then I'm going to have to heal him on the next
I
turn.
have no eyes on the next room, so expect heavy resistance. They won't give up their toys easily.
Careful in there. If it's unstable, I don't know if I'll be able to shut it down.
All non-aggressive enemies are surprised. Reach to 1 turn. That's actually not great because all non-aggressive enemies. That says there's 4 aggressive enemies. Last unit will be rooted. Oof, I don't want that. Rooted. This is terrible. I think. Do we even use explosive entrance? Last unit through will be rooted. Patchwork doesn't mind getting rooted. Who's got the hollow scanner? Okay. That changes things. Of course, having the hollow scanner is the most important thing.
Reaching in.
Hope I don't regret that. Cherub seems to be carrying a charge in with him, which is good.
Throwing grenade.
Just got to make sure that Claymore and Patchwork work together closely, because I need Patchwork to heal Claymore. Aggressive Thrall. Aggressive Thrall. Alert. Acolyte. I think I'm just going to wound and poison that Thrall. 84%. Big crit. Here we go. Okay, he might still burn to death. I hate using Alpha Strike on such a low percentage target, but worth a try. Missed. If both these aggressive guys shoot... Ow. Claymore.
Not even close.
Yeah, high cover at least.
That looks like a modified Cyan. Let's take it
Acquire
off their
prototype
hands.
Cyamp and get out. Who is in range of punching that's high up the turn order? Pretty much no one. I've got 2 charges. That works. Then he's out in the open. And the thing is, if I want to use Kinetic Shield first... Ugh. I wonder... Can I hit these 2 somehow? Like if I go here, I can medkit Claymore and then punch these 2, but then that leaves Cherub out in the open. Burn to death, poison, not too much of a threat. I still think it's the right way to go. I mean, Cherub has got a point of armor and he is
Okay.
full hit points and he's got a bit of armor.
Feeling better?
Now I bet you I'm going to be 1 square of movement short of being able to hit both of these. Like, see, how does that fucking movement work? Ugh. Gross. Apply the venom damage, I suppose. Man, that's not what I wanted out of Cherub. Badly miscalculated his movement. It seems like his yellow movement is much less than his blue movement.
Keep going. You can do this.
Weird. Very weird. Okay, when's the bomb going to go in the turn order? So it's not going to hit 3. Although if I do, I can outright kill the number 3 acolyte here with shrapnel plus plasma, and then we take a straight shot at that one.
Throwing plasma.
Such a wombo combo. Like, I don't see the situation you would do anything else with Claymore. Okay, that thrall is poisoned. This thrall is burning. I want to move so I can be closer to shoot number 9 acolyte. Or I could just straight up shoot him because Godmother could do number 3. So Godmother, don't tell me she's rooted. If she had the mobility, she might have been able to, because of her reflex grip, take a shot and then punch that thrall. No, that ain't gonna happen.
Clearing the board.
There are 3 actions available. I think I take the 2 69% shots. Great shot, straight to the damn wall. He is burning, and an incendiary could also do for him. That's the incendiary we've got to throw, though.
Grenade out.
Stop him from doing psychic shit by putting him on fire. Guaranteed damage. And I can use ventilate if I want to use the free reload, which I think is worth doing. And that's exactly why we gave her the autoloader. Godbrother fires a shotgun blast. Where's the number 2? I can't even see the number 2. That's fine.
Drop the hostile.
Gives us more room to move.
Oh, so close.
Storms tear the deep.
I didn't even see him there. Complicates things. How and why is she rooted? She shouldn't still be rooted.
I'll fix you up.
Anyway, Cherub's got to get in there, grab the objective. 79. I think I take the guaranteed damage.
Zapping the target.
Softened up.
I hope that Thrall isn't going to have a clear shot through that window, because they could give him a few flank shots. Hunkers, strangely. But I should have checked to see whether I have vision. The other lad, which I don't, unfortunately. Doesn't matter, we're in runaway mode. We've got the Psyamp. Yeah, good. And the exit isn't too far away, at least. Probably could have shot there, because I could have sprinted to the exit on the next turn. Excellent. Dead. Claymore's lack of speed can be a hell of a liability. Gotta be so careful with him, but when it comes to undodgeable, unavoidable damage, I don't think there's a better character than him.
Be careful.
In and out, very smooth, like clockwork. I think he's hungry because he doesn't have vision or any way to get vision. I think actually that he's stuck in that room. Anyway, that's very strange behavior. The Cherub's comparative lack of damage is still a constant irritation. I mean, his utility is nice, but I can't help but thinking if I had Talk or someone else, we could do more. As good as Cherub is, he doesn't really suit my style of, you know, best defense being a incredible offense. Got the intel, got the money, got the... Look at that, 100 and something credits, that's nice. Unrest is down. Zephyr's training continues. It is my recommendation that we classify all Psyamps as restricted weapons. They are deadlier than plasma pistols when held by anyone with rudimentary sonic capability.
Great work. We have the Progeny on the run, and with far fewer places to escape.
So the Progeny uses psionic relays to coordinate their forces, but that's impossible without serious automation. They must rely on modified advent tech to pull this off. Locate and confiscate it to disrupt their operations. Noted.
Your
Nice,
mind
promotion.
is one of the calmest I have encountered.
For a human,
For anyone. How do you remain
It's
so
got to be CCS.
placid?
regular exercise, prayer, and I allow myself to love the world and people around me.
What about caffeine?
I never touch the stuff.
CCS is too good. Especially if you combine her with Zephyr, you can have two characters that lock down an area. Doubly useful on those missions where enemies are trying to escape. Put her by the exit, they have to run past her CCS zone. Badass. Ooh, no training available for Zephyr. Excellent. What about Terminal? Hey, that's the ability I wanted. Guardian, which gives Overwatch triggers multiple targets as long as she has ammo. Utility slot. I need to do all three of this training. 8 to 10 days she's going to be out for training. Here's my girl. God, she's amazing. Reaper, lockdown. What does high impact do? Crowd control will apply a random debuff to each target. Potential outcomes include disarmed, rooted, or disoriented. But that already applies, doesn't it? Crippling blow, parry, crowd control. And she doesn't trigger Overwatch or reaction. How cool is that? I just wish there was a way to upgrade her weapons. She just stays with the same pangolin gauntlets that do 3 to 4. And you don't seem to be able to buff that, which is a little frustrating. Anyway,
Progeny uses
good mission.
psionic relays to coordinate their forces, but that's impossible without serious automation. They must rely on modified advent tech to pull this off. Locate and confiscate it to disrupt their operations.
Nothing direct to Kelly. 8 days. So I'm going to get cracking offline, and when you guys come back, we will be doing a hidden faction target to complete the next step of the investigation. I've got to decide whether I even want to stick with Cherub or not. I'm kind of... Well, I suppose I shouldn't judge him too harshly yet. I should see what he gets at senior and principal agent. And besides, Terminal needs another 10 days to complete her training. Also, did Claymore get his heavy shrapnel we've got? Did he do his training? He must have. Well, doesn't matter. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. I'm Stobbie. This is Chimera Squad. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. When we come back, we will be doing, what's it called? Hidden faction target, mission, unknown progeny target.